I don't know if we've seen any run plays at all so far. Maybe I missed one early, but it's looking like it's going to be kind of an air raid versus air raid.
This game's going to take 5 years to complete.
Pretty much.
But I just thought this game was at Texas. From the information I was given, I thought this game was at Texas. I was 100% wrong there. It's obviously not at Texas.
That's a touchdown there for Jake Smith. Wow. I don't know if you missed that hardcore. He threw a simple curl route. I'm a little behind, but simple curl route. Jake Smith didn't even hit a juke move or anything. Just kind of walked past the cornerback, and he's on the board already. Came down and tied it.
All right, we're trying to get them all in here. I'm going to turn off Switzo's beautiful audio. We see if we can get Switzo over here.
Oh, man. Switzo with a great return.
That was a gorgeous return right there. Oh, I just realized I was wondering why Switzo was yelling on my thing. I just realized that was like a video of Switzo. I was like, that didn't make any sense. All right. There he goes. All right, we got a little ad there, but we'll have Switzo's mic up, hopefully. I know we dropped a little bit of frames on the surfing part, but once that's back, we should have Switzo there in your corner. We might have to turn off the ticker because I'm asking my computer to now do a lot. As Switzo's got the ball back in good field position yet again. And I'm going to move that camera just so it's not right in the way. I'll put him above. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect. 2nd and 5 now, midfield. Oh, a big touchdown. Warren Thompson, 50 yards later. And he's in the end zone. And Switzo, man, coming out strong early.
This is already shaping up to be a high-scoring game, and he just, I think Uncle Sam there was running cover 4, and his guys just didn't get back fast enough, and one of Switzo's guys slipped through there.
I don't know how good this quality is gonna be. Awful for some reason. Let me see if I can mess with that. But yeah, that was almost just too easy right there.
Took him about 2 plays to get down and score, and he's back on top. 14-7.
Is he starting to maybe figure out something that we didn't know about good old Uncle Sam?
I know this game means a lot to Switzo for sure. He's been talking about this one before he was in the G12 about how he want to play Uncle Sam. So, I mean, this one does mean a lot to both of these guys. I could have definitely seen someone watching some film or seeing how the other one plays, and maybe finding something out.
All right, we'll leave Switzo up for a second. I'm not sure if my computer's going to be able to handle it. But we've got it up there. I do want to let people know that we are on YouTube, and we have put up our first YouTube video of one of the previous games, so make sure to go subscribe to us there. Just hit Command Social. And there's Bijan Robinson, who actually is now transferred to USC, so he's no longer with the Longhorns. I'm thinking I love seeing him, but it's just too bad. So we're gonna drop Switz, unfortunately. Making the executive decision there. And I mean, need money 5 wide.
Yeah, if we really wanted to at halftime, we could also one half somebody and one half the other person.
Yes, we could do that too. Absolutely. Yeah, and we talked about this a little bit last night, but I keep kind of leaning towards it more and more about going back to the dual screens once my new computer comes in.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. You get to see what the offense and defense is running, so you get to get a little bit of insight before the ball is snapped.
Before
So
the play
I do
actually
like
happens,
that.
absolutely. And this is kind of different for Uncle Sam, the position that he's currently in, because he's used to his defense keeping it a low-scoring game. Heck, I mean, he even held me to just 21 points, and I'm averaging like 40-some points a game. So he's used to keeping people to low scores, and right off the bat, 2 touchdowns and a deep throw, and that's going to be caught by Smith. It might as well have been a touchdown 1 yard away, but he's responded extremely well. I mean, he just came back and just like the other night with D's, I mean, punch, counter punch, punch, counter punch. And that's what we've seen so far from Uncle Sam.
Man, like I said, man, I think we're in store for a wild match. I mean, already it's looking like it's going to be 14-14, and we're not even past the first quarter. I mean, this is shaping up to be a wild one for sure.
Yeah, definitely a wild one indeed. Can he just sneak his way in? Is he just going to go quarterback sneak? He's pretending he's going to audible. He's going to go fullback dive. And Liebrock is in the end zone. And we've got a tie football game. 28 points in the first quarter.
That is insane. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a score or two by the time this quarter ended, too, by the way it's going right now.
We're going in light speed right now. I mean, we are in full-blown light speed mode. Throw up the ticker for a second yet again. This brief intermission. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. I feel like Nasty Natty Gaming is actually in charge of the TikTok. I feel like he's done a fantastic job with that so far. We continue to rebrand here. What's up, Nasty? So you saw some scores from earlier. Hardcore CFB took care of Chuckleberry 45-24. Rocky Top Gaming beat Nasty 24-10. And last night, D's Diabetes beat St. Breezes 45-28. We still have one more game tomorrow night. 9 p.m. Eastern will be Yofi traveling to Ohio State to take on Baker Vision. 2 original G12 members going at it there. And there's some pressure. He's going to get the ball. Oh, my. He had Warren Thompson streaking down the middle of the field. And that was almost a touchdown right there.
Just missed him. Yeah, and honestly, I think every single game this week has been like a wild game. I think every single game has been, going into the fourth quarter, been close, could go either way, and it's been exciting.
No, I think I agree with you 100%. Because it's moving week, right? I mean, people have got to start making money moves or they're going to be left behind here, as that play had nowhere going, and that's what we expect from the Texas defense. That stuff right there. That was an impressive stop. (14-14). 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go. 3rd and 12 coming up from Switzo, but we know Switzo doesn't mind going for it if he needs to go for it. Went for it on the very first opening drive. And maybe he's thinking here, just get half of it, set himself up for a 4th down if he's going to continue to be risky.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it sure seems like he's going to be willing to do that as Corbin goes up the middle and picks up 9. Don't feel like you'd run that play unless you're going to come back with a going for it right here, and he is.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 3. He's going to split them 3 to his right side, Corbin to his left. Nasty's playing off on the outside. Is he worried? Oh, he gets back, and that's going to be picked up by Watson to second. Watson to second makes the guy miss. He's going down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, and he's finally pushed out of bounds.
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure, but that looked
at
like
the
a
12.
user interception right there. Double coverage on the slant route. Just well-timed, well-defended by Uncle Sam's reject right there.
Man, it's 4th down, so I would expect him to force something there. It's better to try forcing something than just to take a sack or throw it away, of course, because it's 4th down. But I wasn't surprised that he went for it there. 4th and 3. We're probably going to see for him go for that all day, but that was a great user interception from Uncle Sam.
Yeah, nothing to lose whatsoever. And we've seen Uncle Sam be able to do that a couple times. He likes making it seem like he's sending the house there, makes you kind of throw the ball quick, and then he gets back. And he did a fantastic job of it right there. Kind of fooled Switzo. And now he's got a chance to take the lead. Here's a throw. It's going to be on the corner route, and it just a little mistimed there. Uncle Sam saying that Switzo's the luckiest in the world. 3rd and 7 now. He's going to dump it off to Somaletti, and he's going to be short. He's going to be a couple yards short, and it's going to be interesting to see if Uncle Sam is going to keep the aggressiveness. And he is. He's going full on. I mean, this is just crazy. They don't care at all. They're like, hey, if you're going to be going for it, I'm going to start going for it too. Nothing to lose.
Wow. This is insane.
And this is kind of what we expected. It's going to be a pass. He's going to just start over the middle. Oh, and it should have possibly been intercepted. I'm not going to lie. We're going to talk about luck, and Uncle Sam's, saying that Switzo's the luckiest. Well, Uncle Sam got a little bit lucky right there.
Damn, dude, he was right there too. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. When you use it correctly and it still doesn't work for you, that's
a little frustrating. And did he say he's going to beat him by 40? Is that what he said at the end of the first quarter there?
We will see.
I love the tenacity of these two, but I have a bad feeling. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't have them on a Skype call, because I have a bad feeling by the end of this game, someone's going to be very upset.
Oh, 100%. But I expect to see nothing less from Switzo here. He's gonna be yeeting it deep, taking shots, and risking it every 4th down. So his game plan's not going to change, no matter if he's up by 14 or down by 10.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And here he comes out again. He's got him nervous. He's going to go read option. He's got all day, all green in front of him. Look at the wheels. He turned like a 15-yard gain and just had the speed to take it all the way up the gut. He picks up 20-something yards and is already at midfield.
This is an explosive game so far. I mean, we've had huge passes, huge runs, and it's been a wild one so far. I like the action.
I mean, we've already got 35 points, and we just started the second quarter. Now Purdy's going to roll to his right. It's well covered. He's still Uncle Sam was in the area, but just couldn't direct himself. And Jordan Young has picked up 24, and Switzo not backing down, coming right back at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like what we're seeing out of both guys. Both the guys, I mean, but have we seen any really run plays? I think we've seen a couple read options so far, but it's mostly been like air raid, yeeting a deep type of offense, and I'm liking it. It's heavy action. It's a lot of action going on.
There, it's hard to keep up with it all. Almost as Corbin, there's your basic run play. Corbin up the gut for 5. Corbin has been doing just enough maybe to keep Uncle Sam honest. 4.3 yards per carry. And already, almost as what Uncle Sam calls that maroon zone, heading into the red zone here, is Switzo. And again, he's a little scared of maybe getting burned deep. He had 4 up top there, and again, they throw underneath for another first down. It's 1st and goal, Daniel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they play up top, you got to throw it underneath. So I like Switzo's reading that too. He sees it. He's playing great right now.
First and goal. He's mixing around now. He's got 5 wide. He's got his running back out to the left. So he's going to roll right, though. Not much going on there. He's just going to throw it away. Probably a wise decision right there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Not much going on there. And it's just a suffocating defense that Uncle Sam brings onto the field every single play. Even if you get him a couple times, the tenacity doesn't stop. And really, Switzo needs to keep this close, because if you get down by 14 against Uncle Sam, it is really hard to come back. And there's going to be a flag here. There's some potential holding. And, it's going to call offside. So Uncle Sam's saying it's coming back. Nope. Not so fast, my friend. It's going to be offside on his user linebacker. So a couple free yards there. 2nd and goal from the 5 now. Playing man coverage down here. Looks like he had that one safety go out and play the flats. Just kind of giving up the middle. Look at that. He's completely taken away the flats. in the outside, and he's really and Corbin up the gut picks up a couple. Dan, if you wouldn't mind taking over, I gotta pull out something from the oven. I'll be right back.
I got you. All right. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. I wouldn't be surprised to see Switzo go for it on a 4th down. So I'm expecting a run play here, but you never know when Switzo's calling plays. You never know what he's going to come out with. Going to rethink it a bit here. Ooh.
Alrighty, I am back. 3rd and goal. I don't know. That only really missed a play. It's going to be a fullback dive, and he's going to fight his way in for a touchdown as Cameron McDonald, and we've got a tie football game. What did I miss? How was that just now 3rd and goal?
Switzo went up to call a play, but he called timeout. He wanted to rethink his situation, and he called a fullback dive right after that, and he got into the end zone, so that was a great play call.
Very good play call. What's up, Sooner Ken? Hope you're doing well. Nice hearing from you again. Hope you have been swell. And we've got a tie football game. 42 points scored so far in this one. Over or under 100 points get scored in this one.
That is insane. We'll see if they can keep up this pace. So far, the defenses haven't really done anything on either side besides the one interception that Switzo threw earlier. So we'll see if the defense can step it up.
Move. Little fun juke there by Deshaun Jameson. Picks up 24 yards, and here we go. Back. It's really going to depend. Can Switzo get a stop? That's what he really needs right here. We're doing fantastic, Sooner Ken. How are you doing? That is the real question. But, yeah, it's going to really come down. Can Switzo get a stop? And this is a great time for him to do so right here, right now.
Yeah.
Back to pass. I need money. Hits the curl route. Smith can't break a tackle, picks up a couple yards, picks up 15, and they're moving the chains. So far, no answer for the Florida State Seminoles on defense. Just Uncle Sam, who I'm not going to say is an offensive powerhouse, but is very consistent in what he does. Usually we're talking about his defense, but so far today, his offense has just been kicking some serious butt. He's going to roll out, and he's going to pick up about 7 more, and just so many weapons to stop on this Texas offense.
Yeah, you got the quarterback, running back, wide receivers. And the thing with Uncle Sam, when he plays offense, you never know what he's going to do. He seems very unpredictable. He'll come out one half and just run the ball a lot and just, pound you to the ground. And then he'll come out just high-flying, air raid. He's super unpredictable. And that's very hard to stop.
Yeah, he's going to go 4 verticals here. Looks like he might have a potential chance. Now Switzo's changing his coverage up. Now Switzo's looking more like a cover 4. He was looking more like a cover 3. He's going to send the heat. It's a curl route again. And he picks up another 15 yards. And he's just kind of getting 15-yard chunks right now.
Man. I like that little curl route, too. Almost, that's when everyone else is running 4 verts and someone else is running the curl route. You never know who's going to run that curl route. So, everyone else is playing back. The curl route's always going to be open. So, just hitting that. That was a smooth, nice little play.
It's super difficult to stop it. It's okay, well, if I keep my corners up, then I can just go over the top. And they keep flirting back and forth here. As far as 4 verts, am I going to run it? Am I going to read option it? 4 verts, am I going to read option it? And he's going to read option it. And there's a lot of pressure internally, but Banks is able to get to the outside. Robin Banks picks up about 11 and another first down. And this offense, maybe a slower drive, but still extremely methodical and extremely effective.
For sure. Very impressed. And we'll see what Uncle Sam decides to do here. Is he going to score quickly and just give Switzo this ball back, or Uncle Sam does get the ball back at half. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to waste some clock here and score right as half was ending.
And he's just going to take the curl there. Very smart approach that time. Didn't wait. Maybe forced the ball somewhere else. Took the 5 yards, and he's going to go hurry up huddle here. So maybe that answers your question, Dan. He's like, hey, I'm going to keep scoring, keep this momentum going. You're right. He gets the ball to start the second half with 3 minutes left. And the way this game has gone, he might get the ball at least one time, maybe even 2 times. Five wide. Now I need money. He's going to throw the corner route. It's a dangerous throw, and that one's going to be incomplete. If maybe another second, if that ball stays in here for another second, that might end up being an interception. I mean, that was a dangerous throw to the outside. A long throw for I need money to make there.
Mm-hmm. So we got a third down here, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and can you believe that stat? Uncle Sam has only even seen 1 third down, and he hasn't converted it. So this is a big opportunity here. He's going to go screen. Switzo's ready for it. The defensive line's ready for it, and that one had no chance. Robin Banks, he was arrested before he could even put his mask on or get into the bank. I mean, he was robbing nothing that time. 4th and 9. It's a 44-yard field goal. I'm going to guess he's going to go for it. If I had to take a wild guess, the way this game's going, he's probably going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 9. I mean, with the way this game's gone, 9 yards has been nothing. I mean, I bet both of these guys are averaging 15 yards of play, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went for it here.
It sure looks like it. So here we go. This is a big moment. We talk about Switzo needing a stop. He's got an opportunity right here, right now. Can he get an incompletion? Can he tackle it before the sticks? Can he get some pressure and I need money? Is it going to be a curl route to the outside? What is it going to take for Switzo to get a stop here, get the ball back to his offense with 2:30 left in the second quarter? It's a throw deep to the right. It's going to be batted away, and the Florida State Seminoles stand their ground.
Wow. That was a huge stop there. And like we said, Uncle Sam does get this ball at half, so if Switzo can come down, put some points on the board there, he can really put the pressure on.
This is huge right here, and if you're Switzo, you got to be thinking maybe use the rest of the 2:30. I don't know if Emigs is listening tonight, but Emigs loves talking about the good old crowd. And my bad, Rocky, I was supposed to give you updates, but here we are. There's been a lot of scoring so far in this one, 21 apiece. There was even more scoring in the first quarter, but here we are, 2:20 to go. And like I said, if Switzo can score, Uncle Sam gets the ball to start the second half. So it would be a benefit to his defense if they win into the half with the lead, and he's got an opportunity right here, right now. 2 minutes ago. He's really not worried as much about the clock, and Corbin's got some room. Corbin picks up 8 yards and another first down. And now, 2 minutes ago, the 2-minute drill might start. Remember, Switzo had to use a timeout on that last drive right before he scored the touchdown, so he's down to just 2 timeouts.
I expect him to milk this clock. You do not want to give Uncle Sam the ball back. Even with 30 seconds, he has 3 timeouts still. You do not want to give him this ball back. So I expect him to just maybe run out this clock a little bit and slowly drive down the field here.
Yeah, and that was one of those crazy... If Switzo would have fumbled it there, I'm pretty sure he was just pressing Y to catch it, but his guy hurdled after catching it. And if he would have fumbled on that, that would have been one of those like, oh, are you kidding me moments. But his guy was able to hold on to the football. He didn't pick up the first, so we're down to 1:30. He's going to run it right up. We got nobody's there. Could have driven a train through that hole. Picks up 11 more. And Corbin, we talked maybe about how much passing was in that first quarter. Corbin kind of getting up to 50 yards now. He's starting to do a little bit on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I like it, too. He knows he has to waste some clock. He does not want to give Uncle Sam this ball back. Just pound it to Corbin. He hasn't ran it all game. Uncle Sam's clearly playing the pass, so just hit him with the run game. It's
Uncle Sam really flirting a little bit here, trying to put a couple more guys in the box, but he still really only has 5 guys in the box right now. And Switzo sees it, he's just going to run it again. Picks up another 6, minute and 10 and counting. But you're right. I mean, he's just pounding it inside right now, and Uncle Sam has yet to adjust, but I'm sure that's about to change. It's a tricky situation for Uncle Sam to be in, too, because you don't want to give up the big play, but also you got to find a way, and there it is. There's the read option. Chubba Purdy had nowhere to go that time. A big stop in the backfield, and that's exactly what Uncle Sam needed.
For sure.
But it is a tricky position to be in as Switzo uses one timeout with 58 seconds left to go in this first half. Big 3rd and 8 here. He's probably going to go for it anyway. But a big one right here. He's going to throw the slant pass over the middle. He picks up 5, cuts it in half. And he's not going to use a timeout. Going to go hurry up huddle here. 4th and 3. I'm curious how much he milks before he snaps his ball, because you don't want to give Uncle Sam too much time if you do not pick this up. He's going to go right ahead. He doesn't even care. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be batted down. It was a pretty ugly throw by Purdy there, and he's left 39 seconds for Uncle Sam, and that might be one of those moments you remember, Dan, as we head into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I said just a little bit ago, you don't want to give Uncle Sam the ball back with 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. That's like 2 minutes, having all 3 timeouts, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. So I think we're going to see Uncle Sam taking some shots here and try to get downfield and score.
And right back to the curl route. I mean, we saw it maybe not too much in that first quarter, but we'd seen the curl route probably at least 4 or 5 times in the second quarter. And so far, Switzo has not adjusted to it. 30 seconds, and he gets the ball out. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's getting chased fast. There's no one around. He's just going to throw it away. Wise decision, as there was nobody on the right side of the field but Seminoles. 2nd and 10 now, under 30 seconds to go. Texas still has all 3 timeouts here. Can you believe Uncle Sam's only ran 21 plays and he has 21 points to show for it? That
is pretty wild. I mean, every single play has been, I feel like, for just about 10 plus yards. So I'm not. That is a surprising stat, but I'm not surprised. Every play has been chunk, like 10-yard slant, 10-yard.
My God, he got decapitated on that one. Somehow still picked up the first. But my goodness gracious. And there's another big chunk, another curl, another big chunk play, and another first down.
Yeah, and you're seeing him fall back to those curls, and like we said earlier, those are almost impossible to stop, because if you press him, he might beat you deep because it might be 4 verts. But if you don't press him, he can kill you with those curls all day.
And he's going to go 4 verts right here. He's going to take a shot deep. It's intercepted. What a big turn of events. It's picked off. You just called the 4 verts, but the defensive back was able to stay with his wide receiver. Yes, I need money. Couldn't get enough on it, and it's intercepted. And this Florida State defense, not once, but twice, has come up big to end this second quarter.
Wow. That is insane. I think
Switzo not messing around. He's just going to take a shot deep. And it's going to be picked off the other way. So Jameson comes up with the pick. And there's still 11 seconds and 2 timeouts for Uncle Sam.
Just trading back to back, deep balls to deep balls. And wow, what a showcase to end the second half.
This is crazy, especially if Uncle Sam gets any points here. Switzo's got to be shaking his head a little bit. And almost another interception. That was well defended again by the Seminoles. But if Texas gets any points, even if he gets 3 points here, makes it a 2-possession game, you got to be feeling pretty good if you're Uncle Sam.
100%. Well, he does get this ball back at half, so if he could maybe just yeet it deep and call a quick timeout, maybe get 3 on the board, that would be a huge, huge game.
I'm surprised he doesn't go curls again. He's just going to take a shot deep, I think. Maybe it'll be the last plays. Yes, I need money. He's running for his life. He's going to take the sack, and Switzo's going to let it die out. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the first half here at G12 Football. Welcome on in. And looks like Switzo's giving us an ad. Thank you very much, Switz. And just incredible. And it looks like it's a little bit of a long ad. I'm going to see if I can get us something else in the meantime besides an ad.
If you wanted, I know we talked about it a bit earlier, if you wanted to switch to Switzo's broadcast to see his reactions, I've had him up on the side here, and he's been going wild.
We can switch it over, absolutely.
It's always funny to see Switzo's reaction.
Oops, wrong thing. This is a big time game. Remember, guys, whoever wins this game has a chance to still win the Big Ten.
Big
There's
Ten.
still a potential chance. Obviously, Switzo needs to win out, and he needs a little bit of help. But if he could take down... Did I not put that in right? Is it SwitzoSN? Or is there... I must not have put that in.
Yeah.
Oh, I put an S.
I can put the link in chat.
That should work. Switz has no chance, Rocky, even if he wins out? So even though... I'm confused. So they started an ad, but then they're playing. So I'm a little confused on that, but whatever. I don't know if Uncle Sam's still in an ad or not. I'm getting a little bit worse of a feed from him. Let me see if I can change that up a little bit. I'm not saying it's him, but... See if we can make this a little bit better here. Might be going back to Uncle Sam. I don't know why. It's not liking... Turn that off for a second. See if that helps. I don't know. Maybe it's just Switzo's lagging a little bit more. Does he have 2 conference losses? I don't think so. Let me pull it up here. No. As of right now, nobody has 3 conference losses. Ohio State, Florida State, and Miami are all at 1 and 2. So it's not over yet. I might be going back to Uncle Sam's here. This is not as smooth. And that's a touchdown for Uncle Sam, but I'm going to go back to Uncle Sam because for whatever reason, I am not liking the Switzo stream is not really helping me out much here. So we're going to go back. Sorry, Switz. Not saying it's his fault, but for whatever reason, we might get an advertisement here, so I apologize for that. Nope, maybe we were in here just recent enough where they're not going to do it to us. Perfect. Okay, we're back. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's Switzo's stream or what, but now it seems better again. So I'm not sure if that was a me problem or a Switzo problem. But we're back. It was a busted kind of touchdown. And Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was another curler out.
I believe it was. I definitely have to maybe go back and check it out. But he's loving those curl routes, man. And Switzo seems to just be giving it to him. I think he's running a lot of man. And when you run a lot of man, your guy's going to get burnt on the outside with those curl routes. So,
yeah, and to Rocky Top's point, I mean, Rocky Top's already played 4 out of his 5 conference games. He's 3-1. So the worst he could do was 3-2. But here's the thing, Rocky. The tiebreaker, if it's a 3-way tie, the tiebreaker is not head-to-head. I believe it's points 4. So I'd have to. I mean, I know you've scored a lot of points, so you're probably still good. But in the case of a 3-way tie, I believe it would be points 4, which you're ahead by 41 going into today. So, I mean, there's a chance, but it's a very slim chance for Switzo, but it's a chance nonetheless. But he's got to win this game first, and he's down by 7 in the third quarter. Obviously, big implications tomorrow night, as Brock Purdy probably should have handed that one off, gets stuffed in the backfield, nothing going on there. When Yofi and Baker Vision play each other, again, Baker Vision sitting there at 1 and 2, and not much of a chance, but again, has an opportunity to play spoiler against Yofi. 3rd and 9. What has Switzo's got up his sleeve? Not much pressure. He only rushes 1. He's just going to take a shot over the middle, and it's completed. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone have this much success over the middle against Uncle Sam. I mean, usually he's a ball hawk, but Switzo's been able to find some grooves in there and complete a lot of passes.
I'm going to be honest. I had no idea how that guy even got open. You see Uncle Sam only blitz 1 guy on that rush, and he still found a way to find somebody in the over the middle open, and that's very impressive.
There's another big play, and now Texas defenders are just diving at his feet, and there's another first down, and Switzo's not going away here. But yes, if Yofi loses a game, or if you lose a game, things will get a little bit interesting. But as of right now, yes, it's shaping up to be possibly Rocky Top versus Uncle Sam to win the Big Ten in the final week of the season. As Corbin up the middle for 6 more yards. He's gone to Corbin a lot more here in the middle part of this game than what we saw earlier on, Dan.
For sure. I mean, you always have to involve a bit of a run game, especially if it's there, you know. If he's going to drop back everyone and blitz only one person, you hit him with that run, you're definitely going to get a huge gain. So I think Switzo understands that. If he's dropping like into cover 4, you can go ahead and run it all day.
Another first down, and Corbin's kind of been the savior so far for Florida State. I mean, he's been the one keeping them in this game with his ability to keep this Texas defense honest with the run game.
Mm-hmm.
I love how he's not afraid to go 5 wide either. He's like, I don't care if you know I'm passing, I'm still going to pass. I love it. And looks like Uncle Sam's still trying to find... I mean, Uncle Sam, to his credit, he's tried different things. He's tried rushing this one. He's tried bringing blitzes. He's tried zone. He's tried man coverage. And that one's going to be incomplete. But again, somebody open. And Uncle Sam has tried everything. And Switzo so far has kept him guessing.
Yeah. And with Switzo, it's a mixed bag. You know, he's just running such an unorthodox offense. It seems like he's... One moment he's rushing it, you know, and he rushes a couple times, does a read option, and then all of a sudden he's in 5 wide, and you're like trying to audible everyone to a certain position, and you just can't get everyone there in time.
Yeah, and that's one thing people don't realize. Like, when you're playing a computer, you kind of get used to having a certain amount of time to make audibles, and sometimes you can't make audibles fast enough, especially in the lag. That's one thing people don't talk about enough when we play these streaming games is the lag really slows down how fast you can audible. And sometimes you can't get all of your audibles and your hot routes and whatever the case may be done in time. And as a defense, you might have one guy out of position that you wanted to be in a little bit of a different zone, or maybe in man coverage, or whatever the case may be, or maybe a QB spy. And that one guy not being in the right position can cause a big play. 3rd and 9 here. Split backfield. He's back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to throw a laser over the middle. He's going to get a stiff arm, and he's going to get all the way inside the 3. And Uncle Sam's got his hand on his face. He can't believe it. But Switzo just will not go away.
I'm very impressed by Switzo right now. I mean, his offense has proven to be really potent. I mean, his defense is just really letting him down, but, you know, anything can happen. All it takes is a bad pass from a quarterback or a bad read or an accidental slip of the finger, and you get an interception or a stop or something like that.
Wonder if he's going to go back, fullback dive. He is, and he gets met immediately. My goodness, it was like a white avalanche coming right towards the A-gap, and McDonald had a farm, but there was no touchdown on that farm because he got absolutely smacked around. And as John D. Robb just said, comes down to Unc and Yofi and Rocky Top. Most likely in the SEC, it's going to be another fullback dive, and it's again stopped in the backfield. 3rd and goal now. Man, and in the SEC, it's pretty much down to hardcore CFB and D's Diabetes after last night's, or was that 2 nights? Last night's win.
Last night's.
Between D's Diabetes and St. Breeze's. That was almost a de facto eliminator. St. Breeze's still has maybe a chance, but it's pretty much down to hardcore CFB and D's Diabetes. 3rd and goal now for Switzo. He went from I formation to 5 wide. He's going to go quarterback draw, and it was sniffed out yet again. And here we go, Dan. 4th and goal.
He's going for it.
This is a big one.
It is a huge one right here.
Lots of movement going around in that Texas secondary. He knew the pass, or he knew the pass was coming. He's going to throw it. How does someone get that wide open? That's what Uncle Sam has to ask. Because my goodness, that was almost way too easy when Uncle Sam knew the pass was coming, and that was just like insanely easily open. And we got a tie football game. We keep talking about all these different scenarios, but Switzo just tied the football game at 28 apiece.
Yeah, he's keeping in it, man. And no one's really made a huge play that will, even up the game so far. We haven't had a huge interception or fumble or anything of the sort. It's just been offense versus offense so far. So I expect to see a huge play that'll turn this game around. But until we see that, I think we're going to see a lot more touchdowns.
Yeah, we thought we had seen a couple big plays where Switzo was able to get a stop here and there. Uncle Sam got a couple interceptions, and we thought, uh-oh. But yet, Switzo's hung around. Uncle Sam has hung around. And to this point, I honestly would like to say the momentum is literally dead even. I don't know if anyone has it right. The momentum right now is Jameson's going to make a little move. Jameson's got a little bit of space. Can he get that block? He can. He can't get around the corner just quite, but a good return up to the 35-yard line. And here we go. I mean, this is the offensive firepower has slowed down a little bit. We saw 28 straight points between the two. We've now seen 28 more points, but it's been basically another 2 quarters to get to that point, Dan. The defense is calming down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Read option time. It's Robin Banks. Oh, what a spin movie. Mama put that man in the spin cycle right there. That was just a filthy, filthy, quick
that was
spin
nasty.
move, too. Second, and he only picked up 3 yards. I thought he picked up a little bit more than that. But, again, this Seminoles defense, got to give them a lot of credit because they have played really well today when they needed to. Got a couple big stops to keep this a game. And he needs someone. He can't find anyone.
Ooh.
There's that defense, a coverage sack.
Damn.
Switzo getting the big sack. And this might be that big play, Dan. 3rd and 16. If he goes for it, these next 2 plays could decide the rest of this game as we kind of get to the end of the 3rd quarter here.
I mean, that was nothing but coverage there. The pressure, he had about 5 seconds to throw it. Just nobody was open. You can't really do nothing there. Takes the sack, and honestly, better that he took the sack than forced something into coverage.
3rd and 6, and he tried to get the curls, and the curls were not open that time. Switzo finally making that curls adjustment, and it paid off big that time. 3rd and 16, Switzo's not going to bring much pressure. He's going to throw the out route. No, and it should have probably been intercepted by the Seminoles. Instead, it's an incomplete pass, and Uncle Sam's got to be feeling pretty good about himself because that looked like a pick 6 written all over it.
Man, that's a huge, huge break there for Uncle Sam. But Switzo, he's still going to have to punt it. Switzo's still going to get this ball back, but, the odds of that getting returned for 6 are pretty high because he already had a full head of steam going that way, just dropped it.
Yeah, that was a big time drop. We'll see if Switzo's offense can make up for it. He gets a solid return here, gets the ball to the 40-yard line. Let's just say, it's hard sometimes to get interceptions because when you're playing online, it flips the guy around and you really can't. So let's just say he didn't score. Still ends up with about 20 yards backwards on field position. But, hey, he's got the ball. A tie football game with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. If you're Switzo, you're feeling pretty good about this right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's Corbin right up the gut. So he kind of is going back to what got him here, and that's been the running game. Jashawn Corbin up the gut for a yard. And, yeah, we had Switzo's stream up for a second, but, man, I don't know what it was, but Switzo's stream was I wonder if it's not in low latency mode. I'm not really sure, but it was really, really glitchy, and I don't really know why. But we'll try to figure that out for next time. I think we potentially can get more faces in. I felt pretty good about getting the faces in this time, but I just think his stream was a little laggy for some reason, and it's going to be a 1st down. Nonetheless, his offense hasn't been laggy at all, and it's because of number 1-0. Corbin catching, running, doing everything right now. He's probably going to cook dinner later for Switzo if he gets the win right here. Uncle Sam now. So we talked about this, right? Because, hardcore CFB, myself, I have, felt that pressure where, I haven't lost a game yet. Uncle Sam hasn't lost a game yet in the G12. Does that start weighing on the mind of Uncle Sam a little bit here as we head towards the 4th quarter of the tie football game?
Maybe, but you never know. You can only control what you can control. So he just has to, hope that his defense can hold because his defense has if we're being completely honest, really let him down so far. His defense just some tackles broken, some, earlier couple back downs that could have been picked. But I think Switzo right now is dancing on his stream, but completely two different moods right now from both streamers.
All right, put those fours up. We're heading to the final stanza, all knotted up at 28 apiece, 56 total points scored in the first 3 quarters. But none of that matters now. We're going to go to the 4th quarter, and this is where this game will be decided. And Switzo's going to have the ball. This is trying to get back to where he could have had the ball if he would have got that interception. Can that offense continue to impress? And like you said, Uncle Sam was pretty much... Oh, this is a big hole for Corbin. Corbin breaks a tackle. He's got some wiggle, and he's going to get all the way inside the 30. A big gain for Jashawn Corbin. And just like that, the Switzo chain keeps on churning. And he's got himself in the maroon zone. And look at this, Uncle Sam making some adjustments now, saying, okay, we gotta start finding a way to stop this Florida State offense. And so far, he hasn't been able to do so. And like you said, Uncle Sam, methodically good on offense. We're not trying to take anything away from Uncle Sam as far as his offense ability. But we know how good his defense is and how much he can usually rely on his defense. Not been the case today. As Corbin, again, right up the middle. And Dan, at this point, do you stay in this 3-down lineman? He's seeing it, and he's just running it right up the gut.
Like we said earlier, Switzo's just taking what he's given. He sees the 3 linemen, and he's just, hey, I'll take the 5 yards. I'll take the run up the middle. Maybe it'll break for something more, but he's just taking what he's given. And I think Uncle Sam will adjust here.
There's another run, and that time a little bit better defense. 3rd and 3, though, and Switzo knows he's going to go for it on 4th down, so he's got 2 downs to pick up 3 yards. Probably not much of a worry as far as this game has gone so far.
For sure.
5 wide for Switzo here, and that's the thing. He goes from oh yeah, stop the run, and as you see, Uncle Sam comes out with 4 defensive linemen, and then he goes 5 wide on him.
Exactly.
Switzo's playing some head games here, and he's Go ahead.
It's unorthodox, man. You're not expecting it at all. You're not expecting him. 1 second he's pounding you with a run, the next second he's looking like USC in air raid.
And there goes Purdy for a big gain. I thought he might take it all the way to the end zone there,
down to the 2.
And he had, it looked like it was cover 2 by Uncle Sam, and he had the seam route wide open, but he was already rolling. But he said, "I'll just get the yards myself." 1st and goal now inside the 3. He's going 4 wide. Is he going to run it up the gut? He's going to run it. It's going to be Corbin. Corbin up the gut, and he's in the end zone, and the Florida State Seminoles have taken the lead in the 4th quarter. 35-28, as long as the PAT is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a potential upset in the making right here, right now.
Wow. What a drive from Switzo to calm down after getting that stop on defense and to drive down the field slowly and methodically and score right there.
Yeah, so far that's got to be kind of the moment of the game. It wasn't anything crazy, but getting that sack, then getting the almost interception, getting the ball back, that's 3 times now this Florida State defense has done just enough. And so far, just enough is good enough. And they've got themselves a 7-point lead. And here we go, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam has the opportunity. We know he's good enough. But here isn't, he's down by 7 with the ball. Can he tie this one up, find a way to win in regulation? Jamison, he's had some good kick returns. Can he have another one? He's going to juke once. He's going to get to the outside. Now he's going to bounce really far outside. He's going to get tripped up, and a lot of dancing still only to get to the 25.
Yeah.
My hands are getting sweaty too, Rocky Top. Also, we decided to have chicken Alfredo on the hottest day of the year so far, and I am just oozing with Alfredo right now. 1st and 10. Here comes possibly a read option from Yes, I Need Money. He's going to hand it off to Robin Banks, and we talked about how much room Corbin's been having, but Robin Banks had a big run right there, an easy 1st down, and here comes Uncle Sam's offense now, Dan.
Yeah. Like I said, I think this might come down to whose defense. All it takes is 1 stop. Who can get 1 more stop or 1 more turnover? And I think that's definitely going to be the deciding factor here with 5 minutes to go. Yeah,
it's almost like Uncle Sam needs to get 1 more stop, don't you think? It's like it's going to take one more to maybe take the lead and then one more at the end. Because Florida State has got that one extra one, but I need money. He's going to run it again. He's going to get some running room, and he's going to dive forward. The ball's out. I was just about to say he probably didn't mean to dive forward, but unfortunately he did, and the ball came out. We were just talking about the one stop, and Switzo has got the ball. They're going to look at it in the booth, but I don't think they're going to overturn it. And Uncle Sam calling it the ball game with 5 minutes to go. But what a big play, Dan.
Wow. That's just a tough one. You know, X is the button to slide. You know, I think he went to slide there when, you know, as the quarterback, normally when you're running, he went to slide and just the CPU just decided to dive on him there.
Yeah, that's
it's tough.
And who knows, maybe he was trying to dive forward, because I know if you lean forward, you might get a dive and you don't really want to dive. But in that situation, I'm 90% sure he wanted a quarterback slide there. And the ball just happens to come out. But you know what? No matter, we got to play the cards we've been given. And there's a slide almost like in your face. I can slide and you can't. He picks up the first down. And Dan, a touchdown here. And it's like, rut-row, Raggy.
Yeah. And, you know, like we said earlier, Uncle Sam's defense has been letting him down. It really hasn't been him. It's just been some of his guys have got burnt. Some of his guys have just missed tackles, and it's kind of a CPU problem, you know? You can't really do anything about that, so.
As Corbin continues to punish Uncle Sam, and that's kind of been the difference, is Uncle Sam hasn't been able to focus on just the pass or the run, because Switzo has kept him extremely honest with the run and the pass. And right now, Uncle Sam's got no answers. But I tell you what, if there's a couple people in this league I could really rely on my defense to get a stop when I really need it, and Uncle Sam is one of those guys, he can really rely on his defense to get a stop when he really needs it. So I think there's a possibility he might be able to get the ball back here with a chance to tie it up, as Purdy's going to go down, and every time the quarterback gets tackled, Dan, I'm thinking he might fumble it now.
Risky. Yeah, it's certainly risky. Every time you're running with your quarterback, there's always a chance that, you know, he's going to dive and fumble it like what happened to Uncle Sam, and it's just a risk you got to take. You know, he's going to get 10 yards. It's just what's he going to do after he gets those 10 yards?
2nd and 7 now. Maybe Switzo's thinking about running the ball a little more. He's going read option back and forth, and he's going to run it again. No slide, picks up the first down. Man. I mean, I'm clenching my butt cheeks every time he takes it up the middle like that.
For sure. Using your quarterback like a fullback, you know. Sometimes you get lucky and he doesn't fumble, but sometimes, you know, it's just completely luck. So
1st and 10, under 4 minutes now. Switzo's got the lead and the ball. He's got to be feeling really good about the position that he's in. He's going to throw it. It's a dangerous throw. It's going to be picked off. Foster's picked it off. He's got a lot of running room. Can he get a block? Down to the 50. He puts the juke on him. He took a big shot, but it doesn't matter because Uncle Sam's got the football back. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is not over yet.
You know, Switzo really wants that one back. I think even a field goal there could have almost ended it, you know. 3 minutes to go, up 2 possessions. Normally that's hard to come back, but just didn't read it correctly there. And man, that's a killer. That's a killer for Switzo.
Can his defense man up one time? Can Uncle Sam get the one play he needs? He's going to throw it. It's a dangerous throw. Oh, and it floats right over Switzo's defender's head. That was a very, very risky throw, but got a little lucky, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah.
This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, and here's the thing. Like, there's 3-4, and he's already at the 34-yard line. Like, if he scored too fast, Switzo's still going to have a chance to come back. So this is just insane. And as much as I love Uncle Sam, and he has won a couple games by milking the clock at the end and kicking a field goal. So you know Switzo, if he has an opportunity, he will do the same if he gets the ball with a chance just to kick the field goal to win. So kind of curious to see how Uncle Sam plays this one down the road here. Because I don't really know if you can milk off 3:30 on the clock. I mean, you're already at the 26-yard line.
Yeah. Definitely a hard one to do, but
But if Switzo gets the ball, if he has an opportunity, he's gonna go down there and use a timeout to kick the field goal and end it in regulation. As much as we'd love to see this one go another distance, as I Need Money has nowhere to go that time. He's bankrupt, and we got ourselves a 3rd and 5. But first, Uncle Sam's got to get into the end zone first. He's got to find a way to get inside the end zone before we can even talk about overtime or anything else. 3rd and 5. Looks like a double screen. He's gonna change it. He's going 5 wide. He's got quads on the right side of your screen, including Robin Banks as the nearest wide receiver. Taking his sweet time here. I wonder if it's deliberate or not. There's a throw. It's a low curl route. It's caught by Smith. Smith has been doing these curl routes all day long, and he picks up probably another 15 yards. And just like that, Uncle Sam is knocking on the door.
Yeah, those curl routes have been there for him all day, and he's just killed him with it every time. Every time he's needed 10 yards, he's thrown that curl route, and it's been there for him.
Yeah, basically like a safety blanket all day long. 2:40, so it seems like Uncle Sam's thinking about maybe milking some of this clock. Potentially, Rocky. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, I would believe so. And Uncle Sam's definitely trying to milk it a little bit. I Need Money. He's got a lot of wiggle room to the right. Can his one defender make a play? I don't know if he's fast enough. I Need Money is not going to get in the end zone, but he's going to get himself another first down. 1st and goal, 2:24. At this point, I don't know if Uncle Sam's going to score or not, but I know Switzo's going to get the ball, regardless of what happens on these next 3 to 4 downs. Switzo is probably going to get the football back, whether it's a tie football game or whether he's up. I'm assuming Uncle Sam doesn't go for the win here, does he? I mean, he would still have to defend anyway.
Yeah, I think you take the tie and hope that your defense can get a stop.
Which they just got one moments ago. And he's letting the clock milk here. I'm curious if he runs it here and doesn't pick it up, which he's going to walk into the end zone, so whatever I was going to say doesn't matter. We've got ourselves a tie football game, 35-35 apiece, with 2 minutes and 6 ticks left on the clock. Holy moly macaroni, this one's lived up to expectations.
This one has been a crazy one for sure.
A very, very important PAT here. We have seen one kick blocked this year, but it's not going to happen here. 35-35, 2:06 remaining. Guys, remember to make sure to follow us on all the social media platforms. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you're interested, please check out our Discord. Join the community. We will hopefully have the winning coach in the Skype call after the game, so don't go anywhere post-game. And Dicker the kicker sends it away. Uncle Sam needs one more stop, but you know what? The irony here, right? The irony of this entire game has been Uncle Sam's defense not been able to make enough stops, and this is why we're at this point. And it's been Switzo's balanced offense that has kept him in this game. And here we go, Switzo's offense versus Uncle Sam's defense for the win. And it's going to be a run. Corbin runs a couple people over. Oh gosh, he just literally speared that one dude. Picked up 8 yards, and we're under 2 minutes. I thought he might go hurry up huddle here, but he decided not to. So that clock will be ticking, but I guess if he only needs a field goal, he's not too probably worried about the clock at this point.
Man, if you're Uncle Sam, you got to think about, maybe I don't know if you let him score, but if it gets down to it, I mean, because there's nothing you can really do when they're, inside the 40 and.
Yes, and I've been in this position. Yeah, and I've been in this position, and at this point, it's hard for Uncle Sam, right? Because you want to get the ball back and have a chance yourself, but you can't use your timeouts here because, for example, what I did in this situation where I lost to Uncle Sam, I stopped him on 3rd and short. It was 4th down. I used a timeout thinking if I got the ball back, I'd have a chance, and he converted on 4th down anyway, and then ended up going down and kicking the field goal. Kind of like what we just saw right here. But, like, really, Uncle Sam is in a lose-lose situation now. Like, he's playing for overtime at this point. And you're just hoping somehow, some way, Switzo makes a mistake at this point. Which he just made one on the last drive, so it's definitely possible. But Purdy's going to roll out right. He's just going to take the yard. No, he's going to throw it deep. It's a dangerous throw, and it's dropped. Oh, I know Uncle Sam's going to be thinking about that one, and that one comes back to haunt them, because that one is going to be one we talk about for a while. And Switzo ends up with the dub.
Oh man, that is so tough, man. He yeets it up there and doesn't have enough mustard on the throw and bounces off the fingers of the defender. And man, if you're Switzo, your heart sinks as you're watching that. But you got to be thinking, if you're Uncle Sam, you just really missed one there, and that's huge. Oh man.
And now he's just gonna run, and he's got daylight. He's gonna pick up the 1st down and then some, and get out of bounds. Those are kind of the plays you don't want to give up if you're Uncle Sam. And I know, Dan, and I think you would probably agree with me on this. The dropped interceptions have been fairly even for both teams. I mean, obviously that one big drop by Switzo, but also Uncle Sam had that throw into the middle of the end zone that somehow wasn't picked off by Switzo's defender. So if I had to rate this, I would say it's been pretty even as far as the breaks. Maybe Uncle Sam has been a little bit more unlucky because he had that diving fumble. But it hasn't been outrageously bad. But that was one he wished he could have definitely had back here, as we're under a minute now. And Switzo is probably only about 20 yards away. And obviously, every single yard from this point forward makes his day a lot easier for his kicker. But my goodness, man. I mean, this is what we really wanted right here.
Yeah, for sure.
Switzo has done a fantastic job attacking that 3-3, but he's going to come out in that nickel now. Trying to take away some things, and he's kind of done a good job. Purdy's thinking about it. He's going to throw a risky pass over the middle, and it's almost intercepted again.
God. Man, he's going to give me a heart attack with these throws, dude. I know Uncle Sam's just sick to his stomach right now watching his guys go up and just bat the ball down.
You're wondering what if you're Uncle Sam and you lose this game.
My
there's
God,
no
that's
way
just...
to really say it. But now, if you're Switzo there, you just got to take the, you got to throw it away. Like, I know you won the dub, but take the 1 yard and get out of bounds. And this time Corbin goes up the middle, and here we go, Dan. See, if I'm Uncle Sam here, I'm calling a timeout.
Man.
Because if you get the ball back, you want to have time to maybe get a field goal yourself. If they convert, they're probably going to be in field goal range anyway. You're not going to need your timeouts anyway.
We'll see if Switzo hikes his ball real quick, or he lets a time drain here.
And he's gonna milk it a little bit, which is exactly what Uncle Sam did to me. It's the right thing to do here. You don't need that much more time. Probably snap it with about 20 seconds if I had to guess.
Oh man.
He's just going all the way down. I don't mind this if you're Switzo here, but he doesn't care at all. He's milking it all the way. And Uncle Sam's ready, and he's just going to take it. And guess what? He's got some blockers, and he's going to go out of bounds. Maybe a little prematurely here. And now you're thinking, did he waste too much time?
Oh, man. This is insane. I could definitely see Switzo running another play here, because this is a 50-yard field goal. This is a really hard-to-make field goal, but if he gets, this is the thing. If you run it or get sacked, that's yards that are, this is
you got it right. I don't trust. And here's the thing also you got to think about. You got to think about this too. Uncle Sam has more timeouts than Switzo at this point. So he has the ability to potentially ice Switzo. I don't know what his coaching things are, but he could ice Switzo, and Switzo doesn't have enough timeouts to combat that. Especially if he has to use one right here. He is going to run it. Corbin doesn't get very much. That was a big-time play by the nose tackle. Otherwise, he would have made that a 45-yard field goal if he gets by that first line.
This is insane. This is one of the more insane games that we've had in a while. In 3 seconds, like you said, he has all three timeouts. I'm not sure if he has ice icebreaker. We'll find out. Oh my god. He does have antifreeze. It activates.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, so he might have 100% of the time. And if that's the case, it ain't gonna matter if he uses timeouts. But if he only has it at like 50%, if I'm Uncle Sam, you got 2 more timeouts. You got to burn these, and he does.
Yeah, you got to use all 3 of them here for sure.
No, I'm sorry. That was... Okay, was that... I'm not sure who that... Oh, yeah, it was definitely Texas, yes.
Yeah.
And again, it was activated yet again. So, again, I don't know if it's fully or not. Is he going to use another timeout? And here we go. It doesn't look like he's going to use it. So this is it. This is for all the marbles. Can Switzo upset Uncle Sam? Can he get his chance to shine? The kick is up, and it's left. It doesn't have the distance. It doesn't. We're going to overtime. It doesn't have enough. God. We're going to overtime. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Unbelievable. Wow. Uncle Sam holds on. The defense in those last 2 possessions holds Switzo, who'd been scoring all night, to no points on the last 2 drives, Dan.
Wow. Oh my god. This is... I can't even right now. What? He misses the... This is insane, man. I can't even... Is this our first overtime game?
No, we've had a couple overtime games. Thrizzy and Stoner went to overtime this year. I believe Kaz Cray and someone else went to overtime as well. Kaz and Stoner may have gone to overtime as well. When right off the bat, Texas is going to score, and you know who has all the momentum now. The Longhorns and Uncle Sam. Horns are up, and Switzo, you got to be wondering, can he gather himself? Can he group and find a way to get himself back in this one? But all the pressure is now on his shoulders.
Oh my god. That's such a tough break, man. You know, oh my god, I can't even. He misses the field goal by what looks like an inch, just a little bit too short. And then to give up a touchdown first play into OT, the momentum has definitely switched here.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was good. The only reason I knew it wasn't good is because of the thing at the bottom. I mean, that's how close it was. It wasn't returnable. It was literally right there. And Corbin gets a big hit right there. And gosh, you can just feel the momentum in the air. I don't care if you're watching this on your couch, if you're watching this on the toilet. The momentum is thick. You could almost choke on it.
I tell you what, man, I am super hyped up right now. This has been probably the best game I've ever had to announce so far. And no matter how this ends, this has been one of the great games of this year.
This has been fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, my God! Oh, he just put 3 guys in a spin cycle. Lord almighty. Oh, my goodness gracious. Mama, there goes that man. Oh, Lord. You want one way to get some momentum back? You put a little spin cycle right there.
I don't even... Dude, this is just insane.
1st and 10, lots of running room again. Another spin move, that time not as fortunate. Still picks up 4 yards, and this has been a good drive for Switzo. Kind of regathering himself. He's found his groove again, finally be able to run the ball. And it looks like Switzo might have, has maybe figured himself back out. He got himself back under.
Oh.
Uncle Sam misses the tackle, and we're going to double overtime.
Oh, my God. This is insane.
This game is too good to end. Going to double OT, baby.
Will Switzo go for 2 here?
It's a potential. He's thinking about it, maybe.
Does he go for 2 and end it right here?
Does he say he is? He's going for 2.
Shit.
Well, we'll see now. We'll see. Uncle Sam has decided to use his timeout, rightfully so. Will Switzo, was it just a head fake? Was it just a head fake? Is he going to come out and get the field goal now? That's what we want to know. Does he have the balls to run it on this 3-man front, or is he going to take a shot deep? He is going for it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the G12 Network. Daniel by default and hardcore CFB on the call. It all comes down to this. He's just going to run it up the gut. Corbin's there, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Florida State Seminoles have shocked the G12 world. Switzo has taken down the undefeated Uncle Sam's Reject and has earned his big-time win. Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Speechless. I am absolutely speechless right now. Pandemonium inside the stadium. The entire place is rocking. Spears are being thrown. Florida State Seminoles have taken down Uncle Sam's Reject, and now it seems like the Big Ten is going to come down to Rocky and Yofi. Unbelievable. Uncle Sam still has a chance to maybe redeem himself. He does play Rocky Top at the end of the season, but unbelievable, Dan. What a big-time win. What a big-time game. I can't believe we just saw this.
I'm not calling Game of the Year just yet, but, man, this was a good one. This was for sure top 5 for me all time. This is insane. That was insane. That's wild.
I can't believe we're going to try to get Switzo in here right now.
I don't think Switzo's going to be sitting still for the next hour and a half, man. Wow.
Unbelievable. And I had to say this, guys. What was it the all game long? It was the ability to run up the middle, and the romantic poetry of the entire thing is it was a run up the middle for the win. I said, does he have the balls to just run it up the gut? I can't believe Uncle Sam didn't at least bluff it a little bit. And you got to give Switzo credit. He said, I'm right here, right now. I'm taking my money and I'm going home, baby.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. I cannot believe it. Uncle Sam, fantastic play. Fantastic defense, especially late in that game. He got 2 big stops against Switzo. Got to overtime. Got the touchdown, Daniel, like Rutrow. Like, he's got all the momentum, but Switzo didn't give up. He said, you know what? I'm sick of playing this game. I'm just going to take over and get it done.
Yo.
Switzo.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the chat now. Welcome to the broadcast. The head coach of the Florida State Seminoles, who just shocked the world. A big-time upset of Uncle Sam's Reject. Switzo, I know you're feeling good right now.
Bro, I told y'all what was going to happen, bro.
Man.
I told y'all I was going to win, bro. I literally been... Bro, I'm not even going to say that I wasn't that much focused on the other games, but I literally told y'all, bro, that this game has been circled since I saw it, bro. This is what I wanted, bro. I mean, like I said, bro, I went to people's streams. People said I was going to lose by 40. People said I was going to lose by 16, 17. You feel me? Like, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, if you watch the last 2 weeks of gameplay, I could easily be undefeated in G12 myself right now. Easily. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Missed field goal. They could have changed the game. Yofi actually played me way better than this. I can't lie. Yofi is good. And you feel me? And Rocky Top, who's also good. You feel me? Now, listen, I'm not. This is to everybody in G12, everybody who's watching this, all people watching this. I'm not talking smack. Like, that's the game y'all wanted. Like, me and him just put on the show. We gave y'all the game that y'all literally. That's what everyone wanted. You feel me? I told y'all it's gonna be the best game y'all saw all year, and y'all got the best game all year. Me and him literally sweated that whole game. You feel me? But you feel me? Like, I told my chat.
We were sweating up here too, baby.
Yeah, it was.
I told my chat. I told my chat. I said, listen. Whether I score like if I score in overtime, you feel me? I'm going for 2 and I'm going for the win. Simple. I saw Unc came out thinking like I usually do. I'm a pass heavy person. I'm gonna throw the ball 40 times. This is the most I've ever seen me run. Right, hardcore Daniel. This is the most I've ever seen me run. I've never run the ball this much.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that all game long, Switzo, and how Corbin really kind of was the difference today for you.
He was.
Can you speak about that a little bit?
He was. So
what was he able to do?
It
seemed like you had a good balance where Uncle Sam was afraid to put more guys in the box, and you just kept running right up the gut on him.
Yeah. And I peeped that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I peeped some of the stuff he was doing. Like, he kept on changing his defense up every couple of seconds. You feel me? He kept changing his defense up. And he kept giving me different looks, but I settled in. You feel me? I told my chat, be quiet, shut up, I'm talking. You feel me? And I went on what I had to do. You feel me? I adjusted. I saw his defense. He knew I passed heavy. So I said, you know what? I'm coming out and doing the complete opposite. Like, the game could have been ended in regulation if I threw a pick, trying to be greedy. What I doing? Throwing the ball. You feel me? But and on defense, I'm not gonna lie. that one stop I got in the fourth quarter, there should have been a pick six. I know you're talking about it was a curl route.
Yep.
And it should have been a pick six.
Yep.
I have been that possession right there won me the game. That possession where I got him on fourth down won the game. Period. I don't think I would have bounced back from that in a situation because I was kind of rattled, but that helped. And then a couple plays I switched it up. I started putting the linebacker doubling up Jake Smith as best as I could. I kept doing it, like doubling him, throwing him different looks, doubling different people, sending different people. But like I said, all in all, bro, hats off to Unc, bro. He's a lot better than I thought he was. And you feel me? Like I said, at the end of the day, I deserve my respect. Put some respect on Switzo's name. I told you I'm here to stay. And in my opinion, I feel like I'm the best in the world, period.
Well, you absolutely should feel that way because you took down arguably the best in the league right now. So the way I see it, you beat the best, you are the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. How are you able to keep your focus late in that game, especially once Uncle Sam was able to get 2 stops at the end of that half, where at the end of the regulation, when your offense is moving the entire game, he was able to get 2 great stops. Right. And then he comes out in the first overtime and scores. And I'm like, bro, like you're down 7. All the momentum is Uncle Sam's favor. You come back, and why did you decide to end the game right then and there?
Because I just didn't. I knew my defense isn't good enough to keep going. His offense, I'm not gonna lie, best offense I played. Like he literally knows what to do in certain situations. That's the best offense I played. Like in my entire life of playing NCAA, by far the best offense I played. And I wasn't trying to go another. No, I can't focus that long. I'm sorry. I would have checked out if I could mash random buttons. I have ADHD. No, I have ADHD, as y'all can tell. Everybody knows I have ADHD, and I can't focus that long. I would have checked out. I had to end that game right there, and I wanted to redeem myself against Rocket Top. Rocket Top, I know you watching. You got lucky. You feel me? So I had to redeem myself. You feel me? So yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, looking forward. I don't know. Do you know who you have next? I don't know who you have next.
Baker. I think Baker. I got Baker next.
Okay, you have Baker. So this is actually a good chance. We have the preview up right now on our screen here. You just played Yofi, and you played Baker next. That game